this young man was extraordinarily brilliant. I am told by him that he was one of the principal organizers of the coup d'etat. Now, as they brought individuals in fact, Quiwonkpa should have been the leader of the revolution. But as they called people in, and they were all friends, Doe was called in and other people, and according to military ranks, Doe became the leader because he was the highest ranking NCO as the master sergeant. That's how he became the leader. But what they did was, there was a vice head of state, there was a speaker, there was a secretary general. But the compromise with Quiwonkpa, who was the next highest in NCO rank, he was given this position of commanding general, where in reality, other than Doe, Quiwonkpa was the most powerful man in the revolution.
And what did you think of him as an individual?
You know, sometimes I was amazed at how a young man who did not have any real formal education could have been so smart and very caring. This man was caring. He was out there trying to stop the excesses of the army. Military people were being disciplined. He sent out troops to rescue citizens that were in trouble. You would think that someone needed at least a university education, but he understood these. He was well trained, very, very decent, caring young man for his age. I was really, really impressed.
Is the witness describing Doe or Quiwonkpa?
General Quiwonkpa. That was your question, Counsel, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my question. And what rank was Quiwonkpa at that time after the coup?
Quiwonkpa became a brigadier general, commanding general of the armed forces. A brigadier.
And who was, in your estimation, the most influential individual in the coup?
I still say it's Quiwonkpa.
And what about thereafter?
Thereafter also, he gained the respect. It did not take very long before the citizenry realized that Quiwonkpa was the real man. Let me just interject. When the coup occurred, in addition to these arrests, one of the first things that they did was,
who did?
The coup leaders, all senior officers of the armed forces of Liberia were also arrested. That is all the way up. The chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, at the time Liberia was one single brigade of, a very small brigade of about 7,000 men. And the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia carried the rank of lieutenant general. Now, here we are, the coup occurs, everyone is arrested, from the chief of staff down, and an order is published by the coup leaders that no officer, before the morning of the coup, that no soldier should take any instructions or orders from any officer. So in fact, the armed forces now is destroyed. There's no chain of command. They are not. Everyone is virtually now below the rank of master sergeant. But as a member of the council in the military, and I'm sure there are military people on the other side that know this, what they say, what assignment sometimes can be greater than rank, but rank prevails. The armed forces commander now becomes a brigadier, Thomas Quiwonkpa, with the rank of general, but no other soldier in the armed forces is given a rank. So everybody is below the rank of sergeant. Okay? The coup leaders do not have to worry about it because now they are the bosses. So they don't have to worry about rank anymore because everybody else is saluting them. So this is the structure. It's good to get this picture.
Now, how did the general populace regard Quiwonkpa?
Oh, they honored him. They liked him. He was fair and reasonable. So everyone wanted to get to him to carry their problems. When there were problems, they wanted to see Quiwonkpa. I mean, he was just loaded with problems. And this is why I stayed in the barracks with him for about 3 months because I couldn't rest. Okay, so I was the only progressive that stayed in the barracks with him in helping with the day-to-day, what I would call putting out the little fires. This thing, sending soldiers, go this place, do this. I stayed with him for 3 months.
Now, that's Quiwonkpa. Can you now please give us a little pen portrait of Master Sergeant Doe?
I really did not know Doe very well or interact with Doe a whole lot. Doe knew all about my mission to Liberia with the rest of the members of the council, and they respected me as they went into the barracks every day. You know, soldiers apparently like barracks conditions. Every member of the council, except for Doe and other people, they were in and out of the barracks, and so I got to know and meet all of them. I would say within the first 48 hours, because they were all coming in to the barracks, because, you know, there was very serious fear at the time. There was another officer of the armed forces of Liberia at the time, a major by the name of Jebbo. That's J-E-B-B-O. Jebbo commanded another unit of the armed forces that was a respectable unit. And when the coup occurred, there were rumors that Jebbo did not back the coup and would stage a counter. So everybody was running in and out of the barracks, consulting with the general, you know, and trying to secure what they had just put together. And so what they started doing immediately was arresting those other individuals from that elite unit that were commanded by Major Jebbo.